Only for those that are sick.
Only for those that are sick.
Now, if you're well, we ask you to go to the back. If you're well, we want you to go to the back. I need sick people. Define sick. Those who are going through something spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Am I in the right place? Am I in the right house? Now, let's define something real quickly. We have the ICU area.
All right now, come on, Apostle.
We have the emergency room. And then we have those who just, got a cold. If you just got a cold or bumpy big toe. Because the way it operates is, emergency gets first service because your issue needs to be addressed now. Okay? So anybody is in the emergency room? See? All right. I like that. Means that you've gone through emergency, but because your case is so intense,
yes, sir,
you need 24 hours supervision. Meaning when I go to sleep, I need angels to dispatch around me to protect me. I need when the monitor go off, the nurse is ready and say, we got a cold red, we got a cold blue, we got something. Anybody in the hospital? No, I said those that in ICU. You're going to walk out of that night. You can hear it. In ICU, you're not dying. You're not going to die tonight. He died.
He died.
And you may live. All right, this guy. Now, you may be seated because I'm just laying the ground rules before we get started. ICU don't deal with, see, in ICU, you don't see people that with their face made up, the makeup, not in ICU. They don't care if their hair is messed up, they don't care what they look like, just get me out, Jesus.
Get me out there.
Get me out today.
Get me out.
Okay, now here we go. At this hospital, you don't have to have Blue Cross Blue Shield. You don't have to, matter of fact, you don't have to have Medicaid or Medicare. As a matter of fact, you can come in with no insurance, but before you leave, you will have insurance that your soul has been delivered, and God has set you free, and whom the Son has set free is free. Now, whether you have cancer, I'm just using the natural term of getting spirit. Whether you have cancer, HIV, diabetes, whatever you may have as your issue, last I checked, death is death. And what the Lord said tonight is a lot of us have to deal with emotional death. Spiritual death. What is spiritual death? When you come to church and get a good word, but your heartbeat can't sustain because that word was good for that moment, but the reality is you got some things in your life that you got to be broken off, that you can live. Because I don't want to be happy for about 2 hours. I want to be happy on a Thursday. I want to be happy on a Tuesday. I want to be happy on a refrigerator that you want to get you some Kool-Aid. I want to be happy. I don't want a temporary 2-hour happiness when we say amen and get back to the car. Those demons that I left in the car and say, hey, welcome back. As a matter of fact, the Lord told me to tell some of you, he said, tell them that the generational curse that has been passed down from your family from your great-grandmother to your grandmother to your, he said, tell you tonight, it will be broken. Not only broken, but destroyed. And I'm going to tell you something. in your body. Tell you that you're in the right place. We don't have to go to a Benny Hinn revival. No. Some of you right now being here, so you feeling kind of funny. Let me tell you, before I preach, Pastor, and again, I see the clock. But if y'all was with me a couple of weeks ago,
I know that's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
if you forget about the clock, you'll be like, my God. 15 minutes later, it's actually
2 hours.
How do I know that tonight? I'm just getting a preliminary out of the way because some of you never met me before, so you probably try to just, okay, you're in the right place, I got something for you. How do I know that this is ordained by God? I was going to get my haircut today, and I'm sitting in the barber chair, and all of a sudden I start seeing spots. Getting lightheaded and nauseated, and almost fell out of the chair. And I said, okay, is my blood pressure up? I have excellent blood pressure. What's going on? Then I thought about my mission. My mission is to come tonight with deliverance. And if I can get the messenger before he can get the message.
That's right. All right, all right.
What is that, Apostle? In other words, the way the devil will always let you know when you're on the right path, and he bothers you before you get there. If you ever wonder if you know what God wants you to do, ask yourself the question, how much does the devil bother you? So when I begin to get sick, I said, oh, I got this. Okay. I just need to get to the church. If I can get to the church, everything else will take place. So tell your neighbor, since we're here, I might as well get what I came for. You may be sitting beside somebody that don't want you to be delivered. I'll give you 5 seconds to find another seat because tonight you don't need any hindrances beside you when you go in. I'm just keeping it real. Because before they put you under anesthesia, your loved ones go in the back with you just in case you don't wake up. You say, oh, I love you, boo, I love you too. But something about who you kiss brings you back to life after anesthesia wears off. You said, there's some people around you that you need to fall in love with all over again.
Wow.
Relationships, fall in love all over again.
Wow.
Friendships, fall in love all over again. Some of these family quarrels that have been in place for 5, 10,
Preach,
15
man of
years
God.
need to be dissolved. But listen, because your cousin like your other cousin, now you don't like your first cousin, because the second cousin don't like the third. Come on. We're going to deal with all of that real quick. Message moving on. It's a 3-part series tonight. Here we go. First session is diagnosis.
All right.
When you go to the doctor's office, you get a diagnosis. I don't feel good, doc. You tell me what's wrong with me. So I'm going to tell you what's wrong with you tonight. After we diagnose you, then we go into surgery.
All right.
Now in surgery, you can't decide how you go under. In other words, some of you are going to be on the floor. Some of you are going to be up underneath the chair. Some of you are going to be crying. Now, if you're too pretty, then let me know. I need all my people in their ugly situations to come to the front. Okay? All my pretty worship leaders, y'all go to the back. I need those that mean business tonight. When we go to surgery, you go in. If you were with me a few weeks ago, there's no telling what God would have me do.
Yes, sir.
I can't make any promise. I'm going to try not to deal with water tonight.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm really going to do that. So with that being said, I want to get all that away because I'm going in now. We're going to have the diagnosis, we're going to have the surgery, and then we're going to come into the recovery room.
All right.
The recovery room is worship.
Jesus.
Worship will take you out, and then you're going to feel God. Some of you tonight are going to get angry, but let it go. Because that anger is what's buried and suppressed. God can get out of you. Some of you are going to cry. Let the tears flow. That's emotional healing that God is doing. Some of you may get sick. We don't know how God is going to do it, but I'm saying this for a reason. Don't come with a closed mind. Let God be God. When I had surgery, I don't know how the doctor was going to do it. All I said was, I'm going to sleep. When I wake up, I expect it to be done. And it was. So with that being said, let's talk tonight about the diagnosis. Psalms 127, verse 1. You give out a God tonight, please have our life. Amen. If you will put those hands together for the angel of this house. Elders, respective places, amen. Pastor Fulton, Roger Paul, that came to us from a family. Thank you tonight. Amen. Now, Father, we glorify you. Father, we are people that are hurting. We are people that are desperate in need of a move. Father, we have ugly situations that only you can beautify. We lay them tonight at this altar. We're not coming, God, trying to hide. We want to put it out there as it is. We're wounded. We're broken. We need you as never before. And so, God, we ask that the angels be released in this place from the back, every four corners of this building, God. Let them hover in the air. Let the cherubs come, spread their wings. Let them arc the cover as it was. Let the mercy seat set in the midst. And let us understand, God, that we need a touch. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Everybody said amen. Amen. Psalms 127. 1. And the excerpt of 8. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord build the house, they that labor in vain build it. Apostle, what does that have to do with my diagnosis? Well, let me give you a story. Once upon a time, there was a little pig. This little pig built his house out of straw. Beautiful house. And one day, the wolf came along, saw the house, but he wanted what was in the house. And he says, how can I get it? Let me blow it down. He says, wolf, let me in. The little pig said, not by the hair, but chinny. So the wolf puffed and he puffed and he blew down the straw house. So little Jerome, that's his name, Jerome ran down to his cousin Leroy's house. Because Leroy's house was made out of what? Sticks.
Go ahead, Leroy.
Jerome knocked on the door. Leroy, let me in, man. I gotta tell you what happened. He goes in and tells the story. And the wolf said, you know what? I can get two for the price of one. He said, but I'm looking at this house, and this house is made out of something that I've never seen before, stick. But I'm still strong enough to get in. So he knocks on the door, and Leroy said, who is it? He said, open it. He said, no, my house is fortified. I can do it. So he says, it's a wolf. He said, let me in. He said, not by the hair of my
Shimmy.
Come on, somebody heard this story before. So, the Bible says, let me tell the preacher, the Bible says, the story says, then the wolf realized, I think I got enough to blow it down. And he blows it down. And so Jerome was sitting there already scared, and Leroy was like, what? So the house is blown down. So Leroy and Jerome are going, what do we do? Well, Bobo got a house down the street that he just built out of bricks. That was the spirit. Apostle, how does that have to do with surgery? I'm getting that. So they run down to Bobo's house, and Jerome and Leroy are going to look there, let us in, we got a serious situation. And he said, let us in, because there's a wolf that's blowing our houses down, and we need a place we can come into. Now Leroy said, listen, I know the wolf. I've seen him before. I've experienced him before. So come on into my house, because my house is made out of bread. And as they went in to the house, the wolf came. And the wolf knocked on the door, and the wolf said, hey, Bobo, it's good to see you again. I said, you upgraded. Let me in. And Bobo said, what? Not by half my chin. So Leroy was standing there, and Jerome was standing there, and they were like, man, we scared. And the wolf blew, and the house didn't fall. And you would think that's a good thing, wouldn't you? Right? But what we fail to understand, beloved, is the house was built to keep out the wolf, but the house was also built to keep you in.
Wow.
And many of you have allowed the devil to blow your former houses down, and you done put a wall up to the point that you would never come out or never let anybody back into your life. You got the house of the wall that you built was to keep the enemy out, but the enemy designed it to keep you in. That's why God is not moving in our lives with power, because we're living behind the wall. What's the diagnosis of the hour? Between the walls. The Lord brought something out. Let me work it tonight. Tonight, there's a wall that has been built for many years. These walls were built with sweat and tears. They were built to keep the occupants safe and the enemy out. There's a secret to building an airtight wall, and tonight I want to deal with it. You don't realize this, but I can't see it, but every structure, I want you to picture a brick wall. I can use one, it's okay. There's bricks. You would think that the brick is what makes the wall strong. But it's what's between the walls that makes the brick solid and unified. And that's called the mortar, or the cement, the mortar. Many of us have put walls up in our lives because of hurt. And we've kept people out of our lives.
Preach, man of God.
Come on now.
Preach. You own it.
Remember when we was free caring and giving, and we would give and love anybody and everybody, and then the wrong person in the church.
Yes, sir. You own it. You own it.
The wrong person in our church, in our own personal lives. Because let me say something to you, beloved. I'm almost finished preaching already. I'm not ready to do the other part. We have to understand something. If you're going to love somebody, you cannot love them with half a heart. You got to love them with all your heart. When you tell somebody you love them, you're telling them, I'm giving you my heart, and I'm not, listen, when you give somebody your heart, you say, I trust you to love me. But if you step on it and you crush me, guess what it does? It causes me to put a wall up. Anybody ever been really hurt? I don't mean play hurt. I mean really hurt. Okay, let me explain the kind of hurt I'm talking about. I'm talking about the kind of hurt where the devil steps in and says, kill somebody. The kind of hurt when the devil says, go in there and blow their house up, tear their car up. When you see them in the church, smack them. I'm talking about the kind of hurt when the devil says, grab that weed and pull it. Grab it and pull it, girl. Pull that weed. Come on, I know what I'm talking about. I'm in the right house. That's the kind of hurt I'm talking about. The kind of hurt when you convey your secret and most inner parts of who you are.
Preach, man of God. Preach, man of God.
Destroy your character. You know what I'm talking about? That kind of hurt. And what it calls you to do because you love your church so much, I'm not leaving my church, but I'll build a wall up. The kind of wall that I'm just here for the preacher. When he finishes preaching, I'll run to my car and I go home. I don't fellowship with nobody because I don't like those people. The kind of hurt that makes you do things because it's right to do, but your heart is not in it. If your heart ain't in it, it ain't right. Tell your neighbor, stop faking it till you make it. Many people in this room that have truly been hurt have built walls. But it's not the wall that's strong, it's what's between the walls. See, I'm not God gives it to you, unless I really know you, you just have to wonder. But I can't be nice nasty.
Ooh.
Wait a minute, you're the apostle. Whoa, before I got a title.
That's right. That's right.
I just want to set somebody free. Listen, yes, we are the men and women of God, but the last time I checked, I got a heartbeat. I got and I'm still human. I hurt just like you hurt. I cry just like you cry. And I'm going to tell you something. Can't nobody hurt you like church folks hurt you. Especially when you're a pastor and you wake up at 2 in the morning. What you doing, pastor? I was trying to sleep. But I'm going somewhere. But how would you feel if the man of God put a wall up? Why did I say the man of God? Because you put us on pedestals. But guess what? You're just as important to God as I am. I'm going somewhere with the diagnosis of this surgery. Now, tell you later, between the walls. When you have a wall, it's known as mortar. Now, what a contractor, what a construction operator does is he takes sand, cement, water. Those are the three elements of mortar. Sand, cement, water. The water, the sand. The sand is the events that have happened in your life over and over. Sands of time. Things that have happened. Some of you may have been raped or molested when you were a child. Now you can't receive true love from your husband or your wife because something was robbed of you years ago. All right, man. That's y'all. Somebody too quiet. I don't know about how I was molested. We already know. How do we know? Because you can't receive true love because you have been tainted with dirtiness. Cement is how long it's taken. The little, cement is fine particles, very fine particles. There's actually coal that's been found out and they use it. When this stuff, which is dirty and nasty, gets mixed in with sands of time, and then your tears supply the water.
Come on now. Come on, He's working that thing.
Can I say it again? See, cement is very fine particles of things. See, what bothered wood may have not bothered me, but guess what? Stop trying to judge your hurt off somebody else's hurt. And I'm hurt. No matter how big a story is to you, it's nothing to me. And then sand is how long I've been hurting. Some people have been hurting since they were a child. One event after another event. My family rejected me. So I grew up in the streets. Now I got street love, but they turned me in. Now I'm trying to go in a relationship and I can't please anybody because I don't know who I am. Hurt after hurt after hurt after hurt. And then nights when I cry, it's putting the water to what I've already gone through. And it's causing over a period of time, when the cement and the sand gets together, that water mixes, and when heat gets with it, it hardens. And it's between my wall. Yeah, I heard the Lord say forgive, but I just can't do it. Because what's between the walls? I heard God say, I want to deliver you and set you free. But God, I don't believe you can do it because what's between the walls? It has such a grip on you that even when God tries to deliver you, you can't do it. Now, listen to me, you know anything about bricks. Once it hardens on brick, check this out. You can build a house again with the same brick, but you can't build it till you clean the mortar off. Relationship, but you still got what's between the walls onto the brick. So he said, Apostle, if you ever had any brick masons, because my grandfather was one, he would take an old house, tear it down, but before he reused the brick, he took a pick, and each individual brick, he would chip off the old mortar. Watch this stuff. Holy Ghost. He was chipping and the brick broke. He didn't sit there and keep trying to do this. He simply said, I can't use it. Come on. Somebody listen. Some of you right now trying to put bricks back together that God taught for a reason. You were thinking God made it break because I want you to use the same brick before. I want to do a new thing with God. I want to do a new thing with you. So I was out of the break that I can bring. Now fix it. I can fix it. Come on, somebody. My grandmother just sit there, keep going, oh, the brick is torn. Like, whatever. Dry your face, get a new brick. Oh, can I say something to you, beloved? What he realized was, now I know how to hit the next brick. Every now and then you need a bump in the road so you know how to love real time. Sometimes you need a bump in the road so you know how to trust God like you never trusted before. Nothing is worse for God to break something than give you something brand new. So, between the walls, there is pain, there's hurt, there's distrust, there's confusion, there's fear, there's pains, there's rejection. How do I build my house? How do I build it? First of all, you got to ask yourself a question. How strong or how old? Because what do you know that, beloved? Mortar gets stronger as it gets older. Come on. Come on.
Long you let it sit. Jesus.
In other words, if you don't...
Yes, sir. I got that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me explain to you what it is. Okay, you know this well. And I like to walk, so think off this mind. Picture a wall that was put together wrong. And you have a certain time to take it loose before it gets hard. That's why when you get hurt, God will give you forgiveness then. Because if you don't forgive then, and it hardens in your heart, when you see them next time 2 weeks later, you can't stand them.
Ooh,
well, 2 weeks ago, you could have forgiven them if you had let it go. But he said, Apostle, that's why when you're hurting, God said, forgive, you hear him. When you see the church hurt, when you try to hurt you in the church, God said, forgive them, but they know not what to do. They didn't know how to become hard in their heart. Because what happened is, 3 weeks will go by, 2 months will go by, and something will happen to them. And instead of crying and praying them through, you sit there and go, God don't like this. I hope you God going to get you there. The Bible says this, then we got to get so sanctified. The Bible said, touch not. How we get so deep in the spirit when we get offended? So as I look at your diagnosis chart, what the Lord is telling me the diagnosis is what's between the walls. What's in the crevice of your heart. The things that you suppress just to get by. Because I'm going to say something to you. God designed us to survive traumatic experiences. And we do that by suppressing things. Okay? They have a thing called shock therapy. And shock therapy is not good. Because when they want you to remember something, they will shock you to bring you back. Okay, let me tell you what shock therapy is in the spirit. Have you ever been sitting in church and God has blessed you and you feel so good and something happens that shocks you and brings back a memory and all of a sudden you get scared and what's wrong with you? Nothing. That's shock. Come on, y'all see, y'all too deep for me over here. I used to go to the apostle, I was riding down the road, minding my business, I was overly wrong. I really was, and that song came on. You thought you were over it, but something shocked you and brought And I heard, see, they laugh because they can relate. I'm being honest. See, when God is trying to deliver you, the devil gives everything to you free. But tell you that it ain't free. You thought I was delivered. It's supposed to be between the wall. And so what I found myself doing was building up a wall to keep you out. Only to realize I was keeping myself in. Many of you in this room tonight have yet to live because you've allowed situations to keep you suppressed in four walls. When's the last time you went out and enjoyed the sunshine? You don't have to always go somewhere and ride around. You can just walk outside and sit down. This is when you've been delivered. You can sit down and say, God, this is a beautiful day. This is the day that the Lord has made. What's wrong with you today? I'm free, bro. What happened? You want to lie? No. You got a new man, new woman? No. You just want shopping? No. What is it? God has delivered me. God has delivered me. Why should I do that? When you have told, listen, what did Ronald Reagan tell Gorbachev? He said, Gorbachev, tear down these walls. I said to you tonight, in surgery, tear down these walls. God said, I've told 8 of you in this building to call up somebody that hurt you and say, look, let's get it right, I miss you. But you say, oh, it'll be a cold day in hell.
Preach, Apostle.
Can I tell you something else that God said? God said we got to also tonight deal with the terrorists that are in the church. So I said, terrorists? Someone go ahead and say, explain. I heard you. Okay. Thank you. Terrorists in the church. When a terrorist, I don't love this here. I'm gonna get in trouble. It's okay. I always do. When a terrorist comes into a camp, he comes in blending with everybody. He has to build your trust. He has to build the confidence that I got you. Then once he has your confidence, you gotta remember he's only there to kill, steal, and destroy. And so what a terrorist will do, he'll take you hostage with your business and say, I won't forgive you until you meet my demand.
Wow.
I won't free you until you meet my ransom. So I'm going to take you shopping at Macy's and hopefully I can buy you a new ring or buy you a new dress and you'll forgive me. I met your ransom. Tell you that if I ask for forgiveness, I ain't got to buy you nothing. If I say I'm sorry, just say, okay, I forgive you. I got to clear it out. Just because I forgive you don't mean we're going to hang out again.
Hey! Say that! Thank you!
People say, I thought you forgave me. I forgave you. I talked to you.
I
We
did.
ain't hanging like we used to.
Right.
That's over.
Preach!
Ooh, I think I will. That's the problem. When I forgive you, that don't mean you go back to being a spoon cool.
No, sir.
Things that can't be healed. But I love you. I'll pray for you. And then, hold on. But if you want it healed, God can. What's the secret to God healing you? Keep people out of your business. But you don't understand. Oh, I understand. Can I tell you something? I'm almost through. You're asking the person that got you where you are for advice. How can I ask somebody who can't keep money? You don't have money, you never had, you can't keep it. Well, I'm going to ask you for some advice on how to save money. What he said, Apostle, spiritual terrorists. Watch this, I'm through. Here's a spiritual terrorist in the church. Remember now, I got your confidence. They wear bombs underneath that you can't see. They look like they got a suit on, but they are a ticking time bomb. And what they do, pastors, they come in the church, go, y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Yes, you are.
They always speak in that little tongue when they blow something up. And folks do that in the church. And they get to cuss you out. That's a bomb. How do you speak in tongues and fall out and then wake up and roll your eyes at me? The Lord told me to give you a word. My mama taught me a long time ago. Don't eat everybody cooking. And the Lord told me to give you a word. But you can't understand me. So the Lord will use you to give me a word.
It ain't happening.
I'm going somewhere. Can I say that to you? I can? Okay. The Lord said some of the major terrors are creatures. They said, did you just say that? Yeah. Because they can't support the vision that's already in place. They got their own vision in a vision. So they had to blow up your vision to promote my vision. Between the walls, if you don't deal with what's in the house, God can't build a house. He said, except a man build a house, he built it himself, it's in vain. Your labor's in vain. And we're trying to build houses without dealing with what caused the first house to be destroyed. Okay, this is my last part. So I have for the fall. Can I talk about marriage for me?
Do that.
Well, there is a very wonderful marriage and exemplifying God and the way marriage is supposed to be. They're so happy, they're so loving. You got some jealous folks?
Yes, sir.
Okay? And it won't show it at first. But jealous people find other jealous people.
You preaching, man of God.
Let me deal with you first.
Yes, sir.
Why we gotta do this? Why we gotta do that? Why? Why not? We have a tendency when we see marriages in the house of God to understand God said that's the closest relationship you see between me and man. You see it in a marriage. You see the intimacy. You see the compassion. You see the sincerity. But you got some people that don't want to submit.
That's right. You right. You right.
What does that got to do with my diagnosis? How can God heal you? You won't submit to authority.
Woo!
If God is going to raise up your house, which is even your own house, you got to submit. It's funny, and I'm closing. It's funny, hey camera. It's funny when we can submit to the police that we don't know, but can't submit to the authority that we sit under.
That's right.
I don't like that word. That's good. Because I need to see what the diagnosis is that you need. God said, what's between the walls, which is your heart, is what's coming out of your mouth. The Bible does say, out of the abundance of the heart.
The mouth speaking.
The mouth speaking. And God said, we need to stop talking and start listening, and we know who to confide in, and we know who to leave alone. In life, you're going to have maybe 2 good friends. Everybody hold your finger like this. 2. And that's a maybe. If you got 10 or 15,
I'm wrong.
Call it associates.
That's right.
Jesus had associates and then he had an inner circle. Oh my. And then he had some stuff that only him and God can talk about. You got to say, okay, God, I'm hurt. I admit it. I'm hurt. I see how I got hurt, but I'm willing to let it go. I see my diagnosis. I mean heaven all the way. So the biggest thing that God says in this house that's keeping you from the next level is unforgiveness.
Yes, sir.
That's what's between the walls.
Yes, sir.
Unforgiveness. Yeah, why is it? Moving on to Apostle, I'll admit it, yes, I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling with letting things go. I'm struggling with letting things go that I keep in my heart. Some people say it's childish, it's foolish. No, it's not. Thank you for your honesty. God already healed me. Son, what caused me to cuss when I don't want to cuss? Unforgiveness. What caused me to be mad when I haven't to be mad about? Unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is like the underlining software on a computer, like your virus software. It just runs even the computer ain't on. You go to bed, wake up mad, and don't know why you're mad. It's because that spirit of unforgiveness is sitting in your bosom, and Satan is trying to keep you from understanding what God has for you. How do I forgive? Well, the first thing is live in reality. It happened. Yeah, you hurt me. If you hurt me, how do I keep telling people, I'm okay? Yeah, you ever seen those cartoons we did as kids? We'll fall and we'll jump up real quick. You okay? Man, I'm good. I'm hurt. If your ankle that big and you're saying you're not hurt, but we can see you limping, we can see the pain on your face. What do you say, Apostle? If you just say I'm hurting, then we can tend to your injury. Men, we don't cry, right? Please. Catch me on a good day. You know why we have to cry? We'll get ready for surgery. Crying, if I cut you physically, you bleed blood. If I cut you emotionally,
my God,
you cry.
My God.
Here's a trick of the enemy. You teach our young men and boys don't cry. And God designed tears as a release of the emotional man. But if you tell the young man you can't cry, those books between his walls turn from tears of hurt to bitterness. Anger. You ever seen a little boy when he's crying? Shut up, you little boy, you little punk child. Stop calling your child a punk. Because he's crying. Because what he does is he washes his hands. He closes his hands and all his anger is now in his fist.
Good teaching, good teaching, good teaching. Good teaching, good teaching.
You are mean because you didn't release what's in you. You hold it in and it's showing to your countenance. So what I learned is when I'm cut emotionally, I cry. My little girl, she's 7 years old. When she acts bad, I give her a spanking. And I give her about 3 minutes to 5 to cry. Baby, get it out. Watch this here now. I'm going to hear this. We're going to surgery. Cry, baby. Okay, you got about 30 more seconds. You're missing it. Why am I putting her on a time limit? Because if you don't get it out and then get over it, you'll carry it for many and many and many and many and many years. It's okay to cry, but then you gotta wipe your tears and do a Mary J. Blige. I ain't gonna cry. Come on, somebody. God designed us to cry, but after you cry, wipe your tears. Wipe your tears and learn from it. Come here now, somebody. I ain't trying to tell you nothing, you know. Tell you that, wipe your tears. That's what's wrong now. Thank you so much. You did it. Give her a hand. She did an excellent job. If y'all haven't figured out by now, I'm funny. I like to have fun. I can't be. I got one life to live. Ain't trying to live it stuck up. Amen. Oh Lord, this season put me around crazy folks like I am. All these sedated, bougie people I can't deal with. He's all right. Get sick. Pastor, can you pray? I'm just all right. The diagnosis of the night is unforgiveness. Overt. Mortar that we built between the walls. Pains that we have for years said we're not hurting. God said some of you might need to give your parents. He said you need to give your parents. I learned in life, parents, that we don't come with a book on how to be a parent. Trial and error. Some of you need to give your own self for some acts that you've done that you say, I need better. We'll drop a bomb, and then we'll go to surgery. Mothers who have had children out of wedlock, forgive yourself, please. Well, Pastor, what do you mean? Do you really know how hard it is to get pregnant? Now some people, I can just look at the man and get pregnant. I ain't talking to you. That was the inside voice. I apologize. What do you say, Apostle? There are millions and millions of sperm cells that swim from one egg.
That's right.
That has to be in a certain place.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And even though you were doing an act that was not the will of the Father, it was the will of the Father that egg to be that one.
That's right. That's right.
Try to get me in. In other words, you call me a mistake, God called me blessed.
Amen.
You better hear me, somebody. I was reading the story of Israel Houghton. Israel Houghton mother almost aborted him. But look what she would have aborted. One of the greatest praise and worship leaders ever to take the platform. Tell you never say, I may have been a mistake to you, but I'm God's anointed. God has purpose for you. You have to forgive yourself. Yes, you may have a child or wedlock, but God designed one egg to be one sperm cell out of a million in one place at the right time. Boom, I'm here. But since I'm here, I was created to worship Him. Come on, somebody. It happened. Tell them it happened. Get over out here. Come on. This is 2013. Yeah, it hurt you in 86. How many years have that been? That's old. Move on. Get a life. Come on, let it go. Because God is going to do tonight, listen. If you have an appendix that's ruptured, if you don't remove it, it poisons the whole body.
Yes.
That's some, even though you listen, God said there's some stuff inside your body, you don't even know it's there. I got to get it out of you, but let me get it out. Trust the doctor. Because when I heal you up, when I close you back up, I'm going to close you up whole. Yes. You may be missing something I took out, but what I left in, created me a clean heart. And renewed, a right spirit. Yeah, once upon a time, because we all have had perfect health once upon a time. But as we got older and go through things in life, our health deteriorated. But God said, I'm going to create in you a clean heart, and I'm going to renew a right spirit. Renew means do it again. Tell your neighbor, God's getting ready to do it again. Can you feel in your spirit a breakthrough? I've been reading it on Facebook, I've been seeing it, I've been feeling it. When I pulled on the church yard, I felt the pull. Some of you today, I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't have a certain thing I see in the room. That's what we need. Now, those of you tonight, God has to talk to you. Doing pretty good. All right. Those of you tonight, he's going to play a song in a minute. We're going to have some surgery music. Come on. Y'all laughing. You know you go in the waiting room, they have music that just play to soothe you and calm you down before you go get cut. You know what's going to do. Go to the doctor's office. That's how you're going to go. Listen. It's that kind of music that makes you just relax. You're going to take your heart out. That's okay. We're going to cut your leg off. Just go ahead. I'm in heaven. Tonight, if you will be willing to admit, Apostle, I'm damaged. And I don't want to remain this way. I want to be changed. I want to be made whole. I'm willing to forgive and to let live. Because I'm ready to live. I'm willing, God, to acknowledge my pains and hurts and let it go. Because I'm tired. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for change. Now, if that is you, and probably some of you, I will speak to prophetically, personally, and then we incorporate. I don't know how God's going to do it. Tonight, we're going to do a surgery. So if you know you are in need of surgery, I want you to come meet me at this altar.